Neither let him sit on at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Hear that? He seek to take your seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Hear that? When they realize, dang, we were told this in the Old Testament. We were told this. Remember my words. Remember, all 12 tribes were with King David and King Solomon. So his wisdom was given to all 12 tribes. Don't act like this is something new. This wasn't new to them. They knew this. So I say, when he realized that he done took over, you let him by you, and he took over, you could be pricked. So yeah, the Most High is not dealing with no thankstaking. Care less about that. And here we are, still observing the way of the heathen, when he told us not to. We have holy days we can observe and enjoy every month, for that matter. We should. It's a law. It's a law that the Most High gave us. The new moon feast, Proverbs 12 and 26. Proverbs 12 and 26. Say the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. See, the righteous are the ones that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High is more excellent than his neighbor. But the way of the wicked seduces them. Say, you've been seduced. You've been seduced. Don't even know it. Then you come up, it's amazing how people come up with some type of explanation of why they do what they do. Once they find out it's wrong, then they'll come up with another explanation of why they still do it. You ever notice that? Family members and so forth, and people that they know it's wrong, but they'll still try and come up with an explanation of why they do what they do. Knowing it's wrong. You just showed them it's wrong. How you gonna look at this and think about all the things they've done? That's why it tells you in 1 Timothy 4, let's read verse 1. It says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, when the last days, some shall depart from the faith. Some gonna depart from the faith. How? Giving heed to seducing spirits. Hear that? Remember, the wicked seduces them. So they're going to give heed in the last days to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. You hear that? Doctrines of devils. And the Most High told us in 1 Corinthians 20 and 21. 1 Corinthians 20 and 21. So our people being seduced. You've been like programmed. Your brain's been polluted by seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice or worship, they sacrifice to devils and not to the Most High. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Some people have been seduced by devils and doctrines of devils. And the Gentiles, they sacrifice the devils. And Most High said, he would not that we should have fellowship with devils. You cannot drink the cup of the Most High and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Most High's table and of the table of devils. You sit at the table and you call yourself praying to the Most High. You ain't hear no prayers that you got to pray when our people's blood is crying to the Most High for the murder of his chosen people. You sitting up there celebrating their death. Look, go to Revelation 6. I'm just about over. I'm just about finished with this. Revelation 6 and 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. Pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death. You know? Was Death. And hell followed with him. Sound familiar? And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword. You hear that? To kill with the sword. And with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. Now it says, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword. Remember? To kill with sword. Go to, hold that. Go to the book of Psalms, 17th chapter. To kill with the sword, right? Understand this. Overstand this. Verse 13. Psalms 17 to 13. Say, arise, O Most High, come up now, Yahweh. Rise, Most High, disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked. You know, Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? He said, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, which is your sword. You hear that? So the wicked, the white man, so-called white man, is the Most High sword. He used them for the fact of the things that he gonna do. Like I said here, going back to Revelation 6, verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword. That was his blessing, to kill with sword. That was his blessing. Look, that's why you get understanding through these precepts. Go to Genesis, the 27th chapter, I believe, yeah. Let's look at the blessing that Esau was given. Genesis 27 and 39. And Isaac, his father, Esau and Jacob, and Isaac, his father, talking about Esau, answered and said unto him, said unto Esau, the Edomite's forefather, the so-called white man's forefather, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. That's why they everywhere on the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. Blessing. By thy sword shalt thou live. You hear that? And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, who is Jacob, who we are, 12 tribes of Israel. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, like he had a dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So he broke the yoke from off his neck. He's supposed to be a servant to us. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Our father Isaac blessed us, the children of Israel, with our forefather being Jacob, with everlasting life. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, because Isaac was getting ready to die. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. That's a vow that he made. But when he met Jacob, he didn't do that. But he made this vow. And we can see it being carried out by the murder of our people today. That's why, going back to Revelation 6, and I looked and behold a pale horse. And he told us in Isaiah, but the Israelites, he told us in Isaiah 29:22. He said, therefore thus said the Most High, this Most High said, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob, the family of Jacob, 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob shall not now be ashamed. See, Jacob shall not now be ashamed. We ain't gonna be ashamed. Neither shall his face now wax pale. So we ain't gonna be waxing pale. That spirit that's in us will never be an Edomite spirit. Face never gonna wax pale. So we gonna have pigment and melanin. So now, going back to Revelation 6, let me get through this. And I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. Remember it said he has death and he has that hell. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. They had us fighting in Colosseums, fighting all kind of tigers and bears and lions and so forth. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain by the word of the Most High, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Most High, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? Hear that? Let's read it again. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Most High, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. So that's happening, has happened, and it's still to come. But we know that the kingdom is coming. Look at it, Revelation 22 and 14. Let's read Revelation 22 and 7. Marshal Shah said, behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. Verse 12. No, in verse 11, he said, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. You don't want to follow this? Stay the same way you are. And he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. You want to be filthy? Say, stay filthy. And he that is righteous, he doesn't want to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High and be obedient to the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, pure and righteous, and true, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly. He said, I come quickly. And my reward is with me. His reward is with him. To give every man according as his work shall be. Hear that? Give every last one of us according to what we have done in these mortal bodies. Verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments. This is only like 7 verses before the end of the Bible, when it ends, period. Blessed are they that do his commandments. That's the last thing he's telling us. That they may have right to the tree of life, Yasharallah. May have right to the tree of life and live forever and ever and ever and ever. And may enter in through the gates into the city. Now the gates are on the north, the south, the east, and the west. And you got 3 tribes on the north, 3 tribes on the south, 3 tribes on the east, and 3 tribes on the west, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Period. Okay? And we want to enter into those gates of the city. But we got to keep the commandments of the Most High. You got to learn what's righteous. Now, to be righteous, you got to learn the Most High's moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, and ceremonial laws. And with that, I hope that was edifying. And the Most High ain't dealing with no Thanksgiving. And all you that are, you in error. Because you honoring the murdering of the Most High's people initially. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.